You're tuned in to Nerd Overload, your weekly show for video games, movies, TV shows, comics, tech news, and more. Now your hosts, Cody Pennick, Samantha Cross, Sam Dunham, and Josh Harrison.
Hey everybody, hang on to your butts, because it's time for another episode of Nerd Overload, the pop and geek culture radio show that discusses all kinds of nerd garbage.
I'm Sam.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Samantha.
I'm Cody, and I did a good job.
Oh, we have a great show for you this week. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get into our news, as always, let's talk about some things we've been checking out. Hey, I'll go first.
Okay. We're on the ball today.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I've been watching a lot of old Saturday morning cartoons.
No way.
Seriously. I know.
What a surprise. I am shocked.
What, Sam watching cartoons? What's going to happen next? Is Cody going to play video games? Cats and dogs living together. Total chaos.
Oh, man. But no, it's crazy. I was always a Fox Kids,
I think we all were.
We all were, yeah.
Pretty much.
But do you guys remember some of the weird stuff from, some of the other channels? I've been watching a bunch of the stuff that was on, the USA Network back in the 90s.
Huh.
Do you remember Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm?
It was
seen
awful.
Clips.
It was awful.
Oh, man. The animation is if they gave someone who watched a bunch of Batman, the animated series, $5 and said, hey, copy that. Because it looks kind of like Bruce Timm style, but there's no, accent lines or definition within, the drawings. So they're all, these big blocky, just blobs of color moving around. And the show, it has an interesting enough plot. I mean, it kind of follows the game, although there's no fatalities or anything that makes Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat.
It's like when back in the day when they made cartoons out of movies that no kid should have ever seen.
Rambo and the Forces of Freedom.
And the RoboCop cartoon.
Yeah.
Toxic Crusader.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And it's crazy kind of what some of the standards and practices made changes to the cartoon for Mortal Kombat. Princess Katana. She's
a revealing outfit.
A very revealing outfit, yes. In the cartoon, she has a flesh-colored diamond on her shirt. There is no definition, if you catch what I'm trying to say on the radio, that I can't say on the radio. But there is no definition. It's just a giant flesh-toned diamond. Not great. And it has probably one of the most grating catchphrases I've ever heard on an
all
old...
the cartoons back then
they
had
all
really
did,
horrible
but,
Let's
catchphrases.
get to some Mortal Kombatin'.
Well, it's Sonya Blade. Every time they go into battle, she yells, "Combat time!" Every time.
That's about as good as let's get to some Mortal Kombatin'.
I hope there's no fatalities.
Yeah, oh man, it was bad. And the rope, because they couldn't, back then you couldn't have human characters punching human characters. They had to use those robots from Mortal Kombat 3 or something.
Oh, like Cyrax.
Yeah,
and Sector.
Cyrax and they were just generic gray robots.
like the Cobra Bat Troopers.
Pretty much. Yeah. So that it was
They had to be punching robots.
Had to be punching robots, absolutely. It was really bad.
Yeah. Transformers got away with it because everybody was a robot that got blown up.
Yeah. Along those same lines, they also had a Street Fighter cartoon, which was based as a sequel to the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, but all of the characters looked like their video game counterparts. But it was they were still working for the government, and
Garbage.
Blanca was his buddy Charlie, Carlos Blanca.
Carlos Blanca. Hello, I'm John Blankeman.
That one wasn't as bad. The second season, they added some interesting stuff. There's an episode about Final Fight, which
That's cool.
Has Mike Hagar and, basically the plot of the first Final Fight, but also with Guile.
It has the coolest named video game character ever, Cody.
I think you're a little biased.
That's so great that the only video game character that I know of that has the same name as me is a guy that wears a prison jumpsuit constantly, and
because he feels like it, not because... Yeah. But that one wasn't as bad. Some of the other stuff from that era on that channel, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice.
Sounds like a good one.
Oh,
man,
good one.
I used to watch it.
Yeah.
They're like football players who are summoned from a football field by Merlin to fight evil.
Yes.
That sounds terrible.
The Knights of the Round Table disappeared, so Merlin reached out and found the
A new
Brooklyn
group.
Knights, a like AA football team, and transported them back to the past and gave them like techno armor because toys.
all their weapons and stuff have weird little
So it's
thingies they do.
It's all based on Merlin misunderstanding the names of football teams.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's see, gosh, what else was there? Double Dragon.
Double
The
Dragon.
Double Dragon cartoon was
Savage
good.
Dragon.
Savage Dragon. Yeah.
Do you remember Project Geeker?
Yes, I do remember Project Geeker.
I loved that show. What was that? I don't even remember what it was really about.
He was like a robot or something, wasn't he?
He was some kind of genetic life form
Something.
of some kind.
He
I don't think
looked
I've
and
ever seen
sounded
this.
like Fry from Futurama. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
I just remember really liking it.
Yeah, it lasted like half a season or something like that.
Yeah.
It did not last very long.
Ronin Warriors?
Ronin Warriors, but that's a good one though.
Yeah.
And that was on Cartoon Network.
Was it?
It was. Toonami.
For some reason, I remember it from before that.
It might have been on a different channel before that. But
Kind of like how Dragon Ball used to be on like
USA
WGN
or something.
or
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know.
yeah.
Remember Pirates of Darkwater? That was
Pirates of
my
Dark
God,
Water.
yes.
Yeah.
I was all about that, and that show is like looking back on it, it's so dumb.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's so bad.
I watched it like on the Fox after school block.
Yeah,
that they had.
Brave Star.
Oh,
God, I ate Brave Star up.
Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Yeah. Silverhawks.
Silverhawks were good. Well, we're starting to kind
I
of
know.
roll back in time.
I know, a little bit.
Now we're
yeah.
just listing the names of cartoons.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
But a lot of those are online if you know where to look. Wink, wink.
Peanuts. You guys ever watch the Peanuts?
Oh man, that Christmas special tears me up every time. I tell you.
You guys ever heard of Bugs Bunny? It's Looney Tunes.
Never heard of that one. Wow. Oh, the Centurions. Power Extreme.
Power Extreme.
I think I remember the name, but I don't think I ever really watched it.
Oh yeah, it's 3 people with like modular like body armor. Like
I remember the toys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's all you have to remember.
Yeah. That's all these shows are
Yeah.
toy commercials.
Although the lead in the Centurions had a Tom Selleck mustache, and all of his armors were airplanes, so he was the coolest. That was the one I was thinking of. Mega Man. Do you remember the Mega Man cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to.
The super fighting robot.
The best one was when X came.
Yeah.
The one episode with like time travel in it.
Yes.
But yeah, animation was not good on that though.
None of those
It
were like
was
the
not.
Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. Like all the Sonic Hedgehog cartoons were terrible from
No,
that
the
era.
one
No.
was Max Fleischer Studio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the darker one, right?
No.
No, the one with the chili dogs was the.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was the
That's
good one though.
Yeah, that's why it's so weird. It's based in classic cartoons, which makes sense if you look at Sonic. He's an
Yeah.
animal with white gloves on.
Yeah.
That's the direction they took that series.
Did I ever tell you when I was a kid? My mom would always buy me like crew socks. So I've always had these really long socks,
Okay.
and I was so into Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to roll my socks so the tops of my shoes looked like Sonic shoes.
Wow.
Bearing my soul here.
Nice. Okay. Well, I wasn't into Sonic, but I was into running. When I was in kindergarten.
Really? Because you hate running.
I hate running. I hate it now. I understand the reason why I have to, but I hate it. When I was a kid in kindergarten, I would, on the playground, put rocks in my shoes because I wanted to run faster. Now, listen, here's my thought process. 6-year-old Sam, 5-year-old Sam, I don't want my feet to hurt. So when I step down on the rocks, I want to pick them up faster because I don't want to hurt my feet, and that would make me run fast.
Did it work?
Absolutely not.
Ow, ow, ow.
I would just end up having rocks in my shoes all day.
I just end up trails of blood everywhere I went.
Sam, why are all these holes in your socks? I
Because I'm running fast, Mom.
don't know. I'm going fast, Mama.
Listen to this great idea I have.
Moral of the story, kids, don't put rocks in your shoes. It doesn't make you run faster.
Okay. Well, that's my check it out for the week. Rocks in my shoes.
I've been checking out this great theory about shoe rocks.
Science.
$1 million idea.
Samantha and I watched that Batman Bad Blood.
Oh, is it good?
was pretty good. I mean, it's got the whole darn Bat family.
Yeah, I saw Batwoman's in it
Yeah,
too.
it's got Batwoman in it. She's pretty cool.
Cool.
Nightwing.
Does it have Taylor Swift in it? Because
It
bad blood.
Wah, wah.
No Taste Way? No? Nothing?
Nope.
Okay.
T Swift.
Lucius Fox's son
Okay.
as Batwing.
Batwing. Yeah, that was in the comics
from
for,
Batman
for a
Inc.
while. Mhm.
Yeah.
For a short time.
That's about it.
Luke Fox, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got Damian Wayne as Robin.
Okay.
Well, of course, yeah. Before
Yeah.
he died and had superpowers.
Yeah, in that order.
It was pretty good. It was a pretty good story.
Cool.
Batman's missing, and
No.
then they find him.
So it's like that Mario game.
Yeah.
Did they?
Batman!
Talia al Ghul did it. You
Okay.
know.
Was it a Bruce Timm? Or was it?
No. It was that.
It's that darker, grittier one they've been doing.
Kind of like Young Justice.
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last couple have been in that style,
yeah.
haven't they? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, it looked good.
Cool.
Batwoman was really cool.
So it was pre-vampire Batwoman.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny too. Had a lot of jokes.
Yeah, it had a couple good jokes. Like, they get attacked by this bunch of nuns that have swords and machine guns. And Nightwing's like, that makes them nunjas.
That is good. That's a good joke.
And Burnside Batgirl makes an appearance at the end.
Really?
Kind of like as maybe a teaser, like maybe they're doing something with her next.
If they were smart, they would do a movie of that.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm excited
Yeah,
now.
because it looks just like her. She has the yellow Doc Martens.
It's the first thing you see, because you see her stepping up out of the shadows. You see those boots, like, what?
Yeah. And we would have been really surprised if we hadn't seen it in a preview on like Nerdist or
Oh,
something.
yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't see it till the very end.
Ah, lame.
And now I've spoiled it for everybody too.
Oh, perpetuating the problem.
Yeah.
I tell you though, I really enjoy the DC animated movies.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
DC animation is
Like,
strong.
90% of them are really, really good.
Yeah.
Like Batman, Superman, Apocalypse, Superman All Stars. I've liked them all.
Under the Red Hood is really good.
Where John DiMaggio's the Joker.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as that one, but it was still pretty good.
I really, really like that one, especially when Black Mask is talking to Joker in Arkham, and he asks for a glass of water, and then he breaks the glass and kills his two guards with it. Oh, so good. Thanks, Netflix.
But yeah, check it out if it sounds interesting to you, because it's worth the time.
Cool.
There's a new review up on the site for the Deadly Tower of Monsters,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
which
Yeah.
I played all the way through for the purpose of reviewing. It's pretty good.
Cool.
It's a weird retro 50s B-movie themed game that's really funny. It has a running director's commentary all the way through it.
Really?
That's within the narrative of that this game is a movie being filmed.
Okay.
It's really clever. The game's really neat. It has a lot of interesting mechanics involving climbing up the tower. I mean, you can just free base jump off the side of it at any time.
Okay.
And teleport right back where you were, so it doesn't punish you for wanting to explore.
Oh, cool.
Go read the review, check it out.
Yeah. Who made that one? Was that an Atlas or was that a...
Yeah, well, it was made by Ace Team and published by Atlas.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will definitely check that out. Sounds good.
Yeah, it seems like something that would be right up your alley.
Yeah. 50s B movies. Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean, there's like Roy Harryhausen stop motion dinosaurs
cool.
that look like
Yes.
stop motion.
Cool.
Yes.
A lot of the flying enemies are on strings that you can see.
I'm super excited
Excellent.
about that.
Yeah,
I
will
don't
definitely
I
have
don't want to spoil it, but it gets really meta at the end. Too.
Okay, excellent. Yep, don't say no more. I will go and check that out.
Well, I've done a couple of things.
That's good.
Good to hear.
I know, right? I sort of caught up on Gravity Falls.
Oh, I haven't.
I found a
Right.
bunch of episodes, and I'm pretty much caught up on the story, and I'm ready for the last episode.
I will never be.
Well, yes, but I've watched like in succession. I watched the last 4 or 5 episodes of season 2. That like have like the overarch of story that leads to this big event that's happening.
Those are the ones with new Stan, right?
Stanley.
Stanley. Yeah.
No,
Gross.
Stanford.
No, Stanford is the original Stan.
Yes. No. Stanley is Stan's real name.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
Stanford is the other Stan.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
Yeah,
twin-
because he's Grunkle Ford.
yeah, Grunkle
Okay, yeah.
Ford. Yes,
Yeah, because Stan Lee was living under
his brother's name.
His brother's name.
Yes. Oh
This
man,
is a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
it is, but
But yeah.
it's always been kind of dark and weird.
Mm-hmm.
The last so many are really dark and weird.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they got the order that Disney was going to cancel the show, or they were going to end the show, and then they just took the governors off and just decided to just do whatever.
No, it was Alex Hirsch's decision.
It was his
to
decision.
end the show, and he did.
Oh, well, then I don't feel as bad about the show going away then.
Like,
So I was
there's
under the
a-
impression Disney
No.
Nope.
canned it
Yeah,
because they didn't play it hardly ever.
Yeah,
they do, but like really out of order.
Mm.
There's a part where a guy gets his eyes, ears, and nose and mouth all switched around on his face, and it's really disturbing looking.
Sounds like it.
I'm pretty sure a few people died, and and there's this monster rolling around. He's a giant head of a ginger man, or a ginger man with an arm coming out of the top of his head, and he's all like, "Hey, yo, won't you come here and get in my mouth? I want to eat you, so please, will you please get in my mouth?"
Okay, cookie or redhead? Because you said
Redhead.
Redhead. Okay. Because you said ginger man, and I couldn't. I was having
That's
a
why I
hard
said
time.
a ginger man.
Well, then slowing it down doesn't help.
A red-headed man
Thank you.
with an arm coming out of his head, begging people to get into
No,
his
it's
mouth.
the arm a cookie.
No.
Is the
Okay.
arm red?
No. There's a part that's pretty much Mad Max. That was really cool. I mean, there's it's all just crazy nutso stuff. And I'm like, I really want them to release it on DVD so I can just buy it and just watch the crap out of it.
Hopefully, they'll release the actual seasons instead of just those.
Compilations.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be because what they'll do. It seems that's what they do when a season is done. Because when Rebels got done, they released a couple little DVDs with a couple episodes, but then once the season was done, they released the season set of Rebels.
A lot of that is testing the waters as well.
Probably.
If the compilations don't sell, they
I thought that was
out
Cartoon Networks, though.
It's the same
It's
way
the same.
all the way
Yeah,
around.
it's kind of a standard
Which
operation.
is stupid because if you want the full season,
You're
you're
not gonna
not
buy
going to
the-
buy the
Exactly.
compilations.
Yeah, but
There was a big push to get Adventure Time to actually do that, and they actually listened.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's 5 seasons out on DVD now of the 7. Let's see. But yeah, I've been watching those, and now I'm caught up. And then I've been playing this mobile game. It's called Lifeline. It's kind of a text adventure, choose your own adventure kind of thing. It's the free app on the App Store right now,
Okay.
as Cody goes to download it right now.
Excuse me?
But you're talking to this astronaut Taylor who's crash landed on a unknown moon.
The Planet of the Apes.
No, I wish.
Yeah. Because his name was Taylor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
References.
I know, right?
Okay.
But it's you can play the game one of two ways. You can leave the game running in its normal speed, and it will take a couple of days to go through it. Or you can play it in sped up mode, which kind of ruins the immersion a little bit because you're talking to him, and you have to make decisions for him. And times he'll well, I'm going to go late. I'm going to go try to get some sleep, and won't talk to you for so many hours.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's really interesting. I've killed him once by accident.
I'm downloading it right now.
Yes.
Excellent. Awesome.
Steph's already beat it because she put it on the sped up mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that. It sounds like it would lose all of the
Charm.
not just charm, but just narrative
Yes.
power.
Yes. And there's also a sequel to it that's you can buy on the store right now for 99 cents called Lifeline Silent Night. But I'm
Is
really
it the Christmas version?
I don't know. But I'm really interested. I'm near right before we started doing this, I was actually in the process of talking to him, and actually he's waiting for a response from me right now. But I'll talk to him later.
Nice.
But it's really interesting. I love text adventures, from back in the day, Zork.
Zork and-
Zork was my thing. I love Zork and Return to Zork and all that. It's interesting for a kind of choose your own adventure novel little game thingy with a sense of actual time.
I keep thinking of the text adventure from Strong Bad.
Yes.
Get
you
E
are-
flask.
You are in a room. Exits are north, west, and Dennis.
Thy Dungeon Man. That's what it was called.
Yeah, yeah.
Grab you flask. There is no new flask. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We've all been playing Pocket Mortys.
I was gonna mention that.
Yes.
Yeah, all of us have.
I've taken a little break from it because I'm frustrated.
Yeah,
Really?
I burned real hard on it for a while, and then I stepped back for a couple of days.
You know, I haven't played it in a day or two as well.
Like I'm to a point now where it's gotten really hard, and I'm mad, and I keep getting to the boss, and I can't beat him.
The balance is a little off.
Yeah.
It really is.
The number of attack points that you have per move is not where it should be.
Yeah,
That's my thing, is I keep running out of attack points, and then I eventually just die, and then I'm done.
I'm running into the problem where I have a bunch of low level, like first run Mortys, and you can't catch any more of those. I'm like past that, so I can't level up any of those Mortys. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand the point of not having the Morty chip, like the thing that you use to catch them, having that not purchasable from the get-go.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Because by the time it's purchasable, then you pretty much have to replace all the ones in your party.
Yeah.
Instead of what I discovered you have to evolve them, you have to put them and combine them in
we didn't
thing.
describe what this game
It's
was.
Pokemon. It's Pokemon with
Rick and Morty mixed with Pokemon on your phone.
Yeah.
And it is an astoundingly accurate Pokemon parody.
It really is.
It's way deeper
They
than
make a lot of Pokemon jokes.
Yeah.
a ton.
It's way deeper than it has any right to be. I mean, it is simplified. I mean, there's only 3 types, and they're rock, paper, and scissors, but it still manages to grab that part of your brain that can't stop playing Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and the price is right.
yeah, free.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten to the point where they give you the Morty egg?
No.
Yeah, it's an egg. It knows only one move, Harden, and I saw where if you have to level it to level 20 to get like a game breaking like powered Morty, the one true Morty,
One true Morty,
and he just looks like Buddha Morty,
Really?
and he is like just incredibly powerful, but it takes forever to level him up.
Did you figure out how to get the wrestler Morty? Do you have to take like 2 self-defense Mortys and merge them together?
No, the self-defense Mortys turn into karate Morty and then judo Morty.
Okay.
The wrestler Morty is from like the bodybuilder. There's like a bodybuilder.
the bodybuilder Morty's hilarious.
Yeah.
Looking.
Well,
Yeah.
2 bodybuilder Mortys turns
Okay.
into a wrestler Morty, and he's just a luchador. He's just a giant beefy luchador Morty.
I like how 2 cat Mortys turn into a Morty holding 2 cats.
Yeah.
The crazy cat Morty.
Yeah.
Samantha's got the best Morty out of the chips and bits machine.
Oh yeah, which one is it?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, it's the giant head. It's like 2 giant heads
yeah.
mushed together.
Yeah,
it's horrifying
I've seen
looking.
those.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I'm actually at the point where you can catch like big head Mortys, so you could start like combining them to make the good ones. The corporate Morty that you have, Cody, is
The business Morty?
Business Morty. It doesn't evolve or anything. That's just like a rare.
Really?
You got like a rare drop.
Cool. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
My ancient Morty gets his butt kicked all the time, and
man.
I hate looking at him because he is so scary looking.
Hobo Morty is
I
just
haven't
rocking.
seen Hobo Morty.
Oh yeah, it's the final evolution of Scruffy Morty. Like it goes Scruffy to disheveled Morty to Hobo Morty, and he just looks like a homeless person. He has a 5 o'clock shadow and everything. It's great.
Oh man.
And you know what? I wish the game had a peer-to-peer battling system.
Yeah, that's something they
Yeah.
definitely
To
should look into.
battle each other's
and trade.
Mortys. And trade, yeah. Like use the Apple like game store, like that friend list or whatever.
Oh, Game Center.
Yeah.
Because the Game Center list doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Not really. No.
So-
I get a bunch of friend requests. You can't even talk to people there. It's
I know.
like,
Yeah.
but no. Yeah, my team is your Morty you start with. He's like my level 10. I hate using him so much, but I get frustrated and I just want to get through the battle. I'm just like,
Oh yeah,
just do
that
it.
Morty just blows through everyone.
He doesn't have a type.
Yeah.
So yeah, you always keep him in there just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of my other Mortys are paper. Scruffy Morty's rock, and everyone.
I
else-
always try to keep all 3.
I try to keep all
I
three.
haven't found a scissors.
I have a ton of scissors.
I might have
Actually,
one actually.
Yeah, my paper Morty is not good. It's the spooky Morty. It's just the one wearing.
Oh, he's wearing a sheet.
He's just wearing a sheet. Yeah,
He turns into a ghost Morty that's
Yeah.
literally a ghost.
yeah,
But he doesn't have any paper moves, so he's useless.
pretty much.
Yeah, I've got regular Morty, Scruffy Morty, Ancient Morty.
Look, so we all pull out our phones and actually look at the Mortys that we have. Makes for
This is
great
great,
radio.
yeah.
But it's free. It's free on the App Store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my scissors Morty is 2 Cat Morty. I've got Jerry's Game Morty.
Oh, that's a good one.
I actually downloaded Jerry's game.
I love Jerry's Game.
It's a great time waster.
It's hilarious.
It's so dumb.
While you're looking at Morty's, I finally got Xenoblade Chronicles X, the big Wii U RPG.
Okay.
It's pretty good so far. I've put about, I don't know, a couple hours into it. The environments are beautiful. They're like amazingly done. And then everything else looks like hot garbage.
Oh man.
The monsters are all like really low polygon count looking, kind of ugly.
Really?
All the characters look like a mad scientist who tried to make anime real but failed.
Do you think all the monsters came from the Game Boy version? Is that why they might be?
I don't think so. I don't recognize any of them, but
Okay.
they're not great look. Anything that's not the environment is not great looking. Although it looks really good for a Wii U game, I guess.
So yeah, my Mortys are Morty, Scruffy Morty, Ancient Morty, No Eye Morty, and Test X1 Morty.
Okay. Egg Morty, regular Morty, Hobo Morty, Evil Rabbit Morty,
Evil Rabbit Morty.
and Ghostly Morty. Yeah. Oh yeah. Check this out. He looks like Frank from Donnie Darko.
It is exactly that.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's like one of my strongest ones on the team. And he's not an actual rabbit. His description is he comes from a universe where it's perpetually Halloween.
Oh, the descriptions are really fun
They're
like that.
really funny. Yeah.
Yeah, my 2 Mortys in the Morty daycare are Veiny Morty, who's a scissor, but he's really crappy.
Oh, get another Veiny Morty because he becomes translucent Morty or no skin Morty.
Skin Morty.
Yeah.
And self-defense Morty.
Super meat Morty.
Yeah, that's kind of what he looks like. All right, hey, let's go ahead and take a break here, and when we get back, we'll talk about some more news.
Morty!
We're back. That was The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey of the Eagles. We played that because between last time we recorded and this time, we had a couple more like celebrity deaths, which this is becoming kind of a segment on the show, unfortunately.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, come on, 2016.
Written by George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, Glenn Frey of the Eagles passed away, and that's a real bummer. I grew up listening to the Eagles. My dad loves the Eagles. Hotel California and Take It Easy, which is actually one that he sang.
Yeah.
Some of my favorites.
I was never like a huge Eagles fan, but I do know some of their songs.
I listened to it a lot growing up. But you know, that's a shame. I mean, it's like complications from after a surgery or something is what happened to him. It's like pneumonia post surgery or something. But he's going to be missed. And also Alan Rickman,
the
Snape.
nerd world took another huge hit. Ridiculous.
not just Snape, but he was
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
He was
Metatron and Dogma.
I always think of him as Metatron and Dogma.
I always
more
think
than
him
I do
as
Snape.
Dr. Lazarus from Galaxy Quest.
I think of him as Galaxy Quest 2. Yeah, just man, what the heck?
69.
And again,
cancer.
What the heck? That I don't.
Apparently, the
understand.
age of 69 is a bad time to be a British man.
That's looking like it. But
Like seriously,
we
like
need to do something about cancer. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
seriously.
well, you know
obviously.
what? I donated. I put $5 in because
Yeah.
you can say on Facebook that you're sad all you want, but
it doesn't do anything.
do
Yeah.
something.
It's like when I was at the grocery store and just looking for something to make for dinner after work, and my wife texts me and she's like, "Alan Rickman died," and I'm like, "No way!" I was like on Facebook at the time on my phone. I would have seen something, and nothing had popped up. And then I finally found the article. It had just been announced like 5-10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was that morning.
Yeah,
and
it was bad.
I didn't. Rickman's a big one. Because he's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
That everyone enjoyed. I
Die Hard was his first movie.
It was. He started acting in movies when he was like 47.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he was just a stage actor all the way up until then, and Die Hard was great. Now I'll be honest, I came to Die Hard kind of late. It wasn't part of the movies I watched growing up, but I love it. After seeing it once, I love it.
My favorite Christmas movie of all time.
I see. That's a discussion for a different day, because Die Hard as a Christmas movie and Gremlins as a Christmas movie.
Iron Man 3 is a
Christmas movie. I don't know. I really don't know if I caught into that, but that's a discussion for a different day. Dogma. I loved him in Dogma.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
It is mine as well.
Did you see Kevin Smith's when he was talking about Alan Rickman?
No.
Oh, the day it happened. It was like this huge post. I literally cried. How he talked about he's a great man. He was so fun to work with. He literally was the first of my non-friends to sign on to the movie, and he quickly became my friend. And he was sitting there. The picture is kind of like a candid behind the scenes shot, and it's him wearing the prosthetic that hides his junk, holding a Ken doll and making a joke about it.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
and it hit me really, really hard. It hit me a lot harder than I thought it would, actually.
Mm-hmm. I like how he was able to. He was kind of in on the joke. He was able to. He didn't take himself so seriously.
Yeah.
He did voice cameos in a lot of things, just making jokes about himself, basically.
Oh yeah. Daniel Radcliffe had a really touching tribute to him.
He really did. Yeah.
That's where a lot of pretty much everybody's going to know him from, is being Snape from Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's the voice of the robot in
That's the one people keep forgetting. He was Sadbot.
Everybody forget. Oh God, I can't remember his name.
Warwick Davis.
What was the depressed robot in Hitchhiker's Guide's name?
Oh shoot.
I don't know.
Oh
Boy,
God!
if only we had some sort of internet type device that we could look it up real
I
quick.
should know it. I love Hitchhiker's Guide.
Marvin.
Okay. That movie is severely underrated. It is a good movie.
Yeah.
Also, great book series.
Isn't it weird that Sam Rockwell has been in multiple movies with Alan Rickman? Because he was Zaphod Beeblebrox in Hitchhiker's Guide, and also he was the disposable red shirt from Galaxy Quest.
Mm-hmm.
The comic relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that got sucked up to space and kept saying, "I died in the in one episode. I'm going to die up here in space."
Does my character have a name? What's my name? Yeah, you got a name, Guy. Seriously, that
Guy
movie.
Fleegman.
That movie is fantastic. Galaxy Quest is amazing.
The best Star Trek movie.
I need to watch it again because I watched it when I was a kid and was like, "Oh, it was pretty good."
I watch it about once a year.
Yeah.
Every year on my birthday, I watch it. It's my go-to movie.
Because every time people freak out about it now, I'm like, "What did I miss?"
Yeah, watch it again.
This is good.
Definitely watch it again. But Rickman, he's going to be missed.
Definitely,
it's a bad one. That's rough. It kind of makes me worried about
everybody.
What's going to happen next?
Some of my coworkers have been poking fun. Hey, Stan Lee's 93. I'm like, shut up.
You don't.
That's not even
we
funny.
don't want that bad juju in here.
That's not even funny. Yeah.
No.
You don't joke about that.
I did see this Twitter post. It says, everyone form a protective circle around Patrick Stewart and Ian McClellan.
They're not wrong.
Yeah, but so far it's a bad year
for celebrity deaths.
And not just celebrity deaths you don't care about.
Pop culture icons.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. It hurts.
And also, I wasn't the voice of Robin Hood
from the Disney cartoon.
Speaking of Robin Hood,
yes.
Rickman was
Sheriff of Nottingham.
The Sheriff of Nottingham in that one with
with Kevin Costner.
Costner, yeah.
He was in Sweeney Todd too. I think.
He was.
Yes,
yeah.
He was. He was the judge. He was the main bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
I love that movie.
It's really good. It's really underrated actually for a Tim Burton film.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's why everybody went, "Oh, it's just Tim Burton and Johnny Depp again."
It's good,
but it's actually legitimately good.
Yeah.
They were actually cast appropriately in that movie.
Yeah.
He's that douchebag in Love Actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in Love Actually.
Yeah.
I've
What are you talking about?
I've never,
It's a British movie. Every British actor's in that movie.
I've never
forgot
seen
about
that
that
movie.
one.
Really?
Oh,
It's so
man.
good. Liam Neeson, Hugh Grant, Martin Freeman,
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
My mom loves that movie.
Actually, I read once in the original cut of the script.
I saw this.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah.
For Cody who doesn't know, Mr. Bean's character was supposed to be an angel to stop Alan Rickman's character from cheating on his wife. But then that part of the script was cut.
It's another one you could argue whether or not it's a Christmas movie too.
Yeah.
Yes. Bill Nighy's in that movie as an aging rock star.
Bill Nye.
Nighy.
Bill Nye.
The old British guy that's in every movie ever. I mean, he's Davy Jones, and he's in all three of the Cornetto trilogy movies.
Love
One of the
science.
He's one of the monkeys.
Oh, I just got that one.
What?
Oh.
He said he's Davy Jones. I said
Yeah,
Oh,
he's one of the
God.
monkeys.
Is Peter,
Get out.
Peter Tork.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
I love that episode of the Brady Bunch he was on.
Stop it. Stop it. Well, now now that you pulled us out of the depressing
Okay,
funk, let's
yeah,
do some
let's-
news.
Let's
Yeah, let's
talk
get into
about
some
something
news.
else.
Oh, it's been a good week for movie trailer stuff.
Yeah, surprisingly. Especially DC stuff, which
Which is surprising.
is what
Hey,
makes
look,
it surprising.
we cannot crap on DC right now.
Not as much.
Not as much. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Suicide Squad, full trailer hit.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It looks surprisingly not like, well, it looks fun.
I've upgraded it in my ranking from probably bad to very cautiously optimistic about it. It looks good. It looks kind of good.
Yeah. I still hate the Deadshot mask, though, that white skull looking thing.
Well, it's okay. It's Will Smith. He's not
You're
going
not
to
gonna
wear
wear
it
it
for more
much.
than 5 minutes.
No. I would have been all right if they just put like a monocle eyepiece on him the whole time. Kind of like what they did for Arrow for that version of Deadshot.
Or just a white ski mask.
Whatever, yeah.
You know. But all the characters look good. Killer Croc looks good in motion. I was really worried about that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the only one I'm not sold on is Enchantress.
Oh yeah, she looks like she's
She
rolled
looks like
around in garbage.
hot garbage.
Yeah, she just looks dirty.
Yeah,
She
it's
looks like a
not-
crazy dirty lady.
It's not
Yeah.
good. It's not a good look.
I mean, they could have. The comics interpretation was she's just a witch. She's just
Yeah.
stereotypical.
Yeah,
like,
she's just a witch that wears green.
yeah. So that I understand they had to do something, but it doesn't look great. Katana looks great.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not hard to mess up Katana.
Yeah, true.
Somebody said she's going to die in the first act.
But Katana?
Yeah, which
Someone has to.
it looks like probably her because she's barely in the trailer at all.
Yeah, true. But it's weird. Katana's a hero, though. She's a
That's
she's a
true.
DC hero.
Mm-hmm. In the newest Batman cartoon, she was like...
His sidekick.
He was the
kinda.
sidekick, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
There was a ton of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
there's-
what everyone's going to go see the movie
because she's
for.
the only character that the average person knows who the heck it is.
Well, she's the only one that's visually interesting.
Yeah, that
I mean,
too.
everyone else is either tattooed up and covered in like gray, like body armor, basically.
Or looking like just a paramilitary person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although they did give Captain Boomerang his scarf, and I was
Yes.
happy about
That's
that.
good.
Yes, there was that. There seemed to be a good amount of kind of comedy.
Yeah. Well,
Kind of comedy.
I think what they did is they looked at the Deadpool trailers and said, okay, how can we cut our trailer for Suicide Squad to kind of match the not red band version of the
Yeah.
Deadpool trailers?
Yeah.
Because that's what it really felt like.
Yeah, like the part where she like busts out the window of that shop and steals like a purse or something.
and then
something like
her
that.
butt goes directly onto the camera, which was
Yeah.
real nice.
Yeah.
And a lot of
her
a lot of
outfit.
Joker
like,
too.
like the camera might as well have just flew right up in there.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of Joker. They got to make a big deal about
Yeah,
the
I
Joker.
Joker's looking better. I still don't like the metal teeth.
No, it's
No.
stupid. Why? Why would he have metal teeth? For what?
Batman busted him out.
I guess.
I mean, that's the in-story reason for him, but they could have just given him veneers. He's supposed to have, the smile of like the big iconic thing for
Yeah.
him, and it just looks bad.
It's just
Yeah.
like they ask a 15-year-old, what would be cool? What cool thing could we do for the Joker? Give him metal teeth.
Tattoos.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
We'll tattoo the word damaged across his forehead.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it seems light enough
Have
that
him
you
drinking
don't...
Monster Energy drink the whole time, every time he's on screen.
Just covered in Dorito dust.
skateboarding and. But no,
Have him vape a lot.
Joker is the coolest character, and when he's not on screen, have everyone ask, "Where's Joker?"
oh my god, that'll probably be what happens.
Yeah.
Probably. That's
Yeah.
gonna be the movie.
Yeah,
But I don't know, like a couple parts that actually like it seemed like it might be legitimately cool for the Joker. Like there's a part where he's wearing like there's the one scene where he's wearing the white tux that's kind of like from like the Dark Knight version of Joker.
Mm-hmm.
There's another part where he's wearing like the black tux with a big flower on it, and that looked really cool. And for some reason, I really liked the part where he's laying on the floor and he's got like that big circle of knives around him on the floor, and he's just kind of laying there on the floor laughing.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, Batman's supposed to be in it at some point.
Yeah, well, yeah, well,
Early at least,
yeah.
or like in flashbacks or something.
Yeah, he's at very least going to be trying to cut the roof off the Joker car.
Yeah,
I love the little shot of Harley Quinn cross-legged with her little teacup.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
interesting.
but no, it looks good.
Yeah. They cut a good trailer.
They did cut a very good trailer.
I'm not going right now. I don't think I'm going to be as mad when I spend money to go see it in theaters.
I'm definitely going to be more miffed when I go to see Batman versus Superman.
That's what I'm wondering. Does it just look good in comparison to that pile of garbage?
That could very well be the case.
Though the
that
choice of
trailer-
music for the trailer was amazing.
Yeah,
That's the other
That's
thing
the
too.
other
Did
thing.
Queen make it look better than it is?
yeah. Queen may have elevated.
The Queen effect.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll make any trailer exciting.
Especially since, it's that song, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of DC stuff, Wonder Woman. They had some. It's not like
It wasn't like they talked about it and showed some footage on some CW special.
yeah, and it's set during World War One. Right?
Yeah.
2.
No, it's one.
That's
for
one.
some
Really?
reason.
Because it looked like Nazis. It looked like she was fighting Nazis.
Well,
No.
they're still Germans.
Yeah.
I know, but the helmets looked very like from the Nazi era, not so much the
The
German.
pointy.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen has been World War One, but that may have
It
been
might
a
be
diversion.
both. I don't
it could
know.
be both.
It's like
Yeah.
a good 10 years there.
Yeah.
More
But-
than that.
I mean, it looks good. I think the biggest thing is between Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad, Zack Snyder hasn't had anything to do with those two
Yeah.
Which
projects.
helps.
I think we're going to see that's the common issue with the DC stuff done by Zack Snyder as opposed to the like ancillary movies because
Yeah.
Justice League is going to be done by Zack Snyder, so
Yeah.
be careful with that. There was also a little bit with that with a mock-up of the Justice
Yeah,
League
I did
team.
see that.
And Flash's logo is backwards. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't really look that good at it.
Yep, they put his lightning bolt on backwards, and he looks like garbage.
He's secretly the reverse
He's
Flash.
the reverse Flash. Yes.
The director of Wonder Woman had a quote in that thing that made it sound like maybe she gets it, which is
that would be good.
because she said something about some of Wonder Woman's power comes from her capacity to love,
That's good.
which is like the
That's true.
original Wonder Woman.
Compassion,
That was really what she was about. The Linda Carter one, anyway.
yeah.
And she puts on the big old round glasses like the Linda Carter yeoman prince, which is like, okay, maybe this will be all right.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's supposed to be like it's a prequel to Batman Superman, and it's like her origin, like when she's young and she's seeing man's world and
Yeah.
doing her
Which, I mean, they haven't ever done an origin movie for
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman or anything, so sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually kind of poo-poo origin movies, but I think Wonder Woman's one that needs it.
Oh, definitely.
And she actually has a legitimately interesting origin. It's different than the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Different
yes,
enough.
Different
Yeah.
enough because it's not her original origin. It's from what I've read, it's going to be the New 52 origin.
Oh, so she's
The daughter of Zeus and
Zeus
Hippolyta,
and Hippolyta, and not
a figure made of clay.
a clay
Oh.
figure brought to life by magic.
Yeah.
Either
Sorry.
way,
Either way, it's good and different.
Yeah. So
She wasn't-
we probably won't get an invisible jet.
She wasn't bitten by a radioactive lasso.
That was good. That was good.
yeah,
You get a like on that one.
yeah,
You get a thumbs up. I almost thought you were going to say a radioactive Amazon, but I think I liked it better with the lasso.
I hope she has the invisible jet. I would
That would
hope.
be cool.
I
Yeah.
mean, they could do it in a way where it doesn't look like she's just sitting in the air.
No, that's what I want. I want her just sitting in the air, pressing invisible buttons. Just
I mean, ideally, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't see him doing
Sitting
that.
on the invisible toilet.
There's also Green Lantern stuff.
Yeah,
right.
They didn't really have much to show because there isn't a whole lot going on with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just got like a director, I think.
Probably somebody had just said, "Yeah, well, we're going to do that."
But they're talking about they're doing a Green Lantern core movie,
Which is cool.
so it's going to be like maybe more of a kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Esque.
exactly what they
That's
want to
what-
do with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the way they should take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're space cops.
And keep Hal Jordan out of it.
Yeah.
You know, I love me some Green Lantern. But,
really? I couldn't tell.
But
What? I was looking at his collectibles.
That was
Shut
some
it.
good back and forth.
yeah. But Hal Jordan is probably the least likable of the entire group.
Of the core.
Yeah.
Guy Gardner's pretty unlikable.
Well,
I like
but he-
Guy.
but he's
He's got
comically
personality.
unlikable.
Guy's got personality.
Yeah.
He's not meant to be super likable, though, is
No.
he? Like, yeah.
Not really. No, he's meant to be a jerk.
Yeah.
You know who I would see as Guy Gardner in a movie? Now this is going to sound weird because he's like, he's a comedian, and two, he's like super overweight now. But Michael Rappaport, do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
That name sounds really
Let me
familiar.
look him up. He does a lot of.
Rupert Gint.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. Magic, red hair, must be a Weasley. Hand-me-down Green Lantern uniform.
It's knitted. It's the logo.
It's a knitted green
knitted
sweater.
sweater.
Yes. This guy. He
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He was on Boston Public. He was on.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Yeah, and it would take a lot. He would have to get in shape, but
Yeah, I know him,
You know.
yeah.
And get a bad haircut.
get a bad haircut. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Guy Gardner's got a terrible haircut.
But I think he would make a really good one, and he's Gardner's from Boston.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
would work.
He's like those guys that sell that fish. Do you ever see that video?
No.
What is it, like a sunfish, and they don't know what it is, and they're just being totally Bostonian about it? What's that in the water?
What's that in the water?
I forget. They say other stuff that's really funny, too.
Baby whale.
It's a baby whale. It's just like a sunfish flopping around.
Speaking of Green Lantern, though, this is kind of a little off topic, but Arby's posted this thing today, and it's
Arby's update.
no, it was it's a little quick little thing. It was
Okay.
an onion ring and two their potato stick things in the symbol of the Green Lantern, and it said "No lunch shall escape my sight." For some reason, they just posted
Eat
it.
fresh.
No, that's
Arby's,
Subway.
Arby's, not Subway.
Yeah.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Arby's. Why not? Have you guys on Twitter? Have you guys seen the Nihilist Arby's?
Yeah.
No,
Oh man. Oh, I can't read any of them on here because they all. But it's like all these super existential, like
Depressing.
super depressing, like
We're all gonna die. Eat at Arby's. This is pretty much all of them.
yeah.
Like if you boil it down to the
Yeah.
basic.
So anyway, Green Lantern core movie could be interesting. Hopefully, it's better than the last live action foray into the Green Lantern universe.
Arby's because you're dying inside.
I laughed so hard my back cracked.
Eat Arby's.
We are not sponsored by Arby's. Although we haven't asked.
Some other news. Let's keep going. So there for about 30 seconds, we thought we were going to get a new Darkwing Duck cartoon. Like a lot of places were reporting on it.
Yeah, but it turns out,
It was an April Fool's joke.
which is
Wow.
funny because we did the same April Fool's joke
Like a
about-
year or two ago.
Yeah, a year or two ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that same article that likes to float around that people keep trying to say that there's going to be a Gargoyles movie coming out.
I know. I get sad every time someone shares that, and I get
I
excited for a second, then
know.
I read it and see it's April 1st.
It,
Yeah.
it ought to show that people do, this is something people want if they use it to trick people.
You know, in the age of superhero media, why is there no Darkwing Duck cartoon
Yeah.
right now? Why isn't it around? It would be a slam dunk.
yeah,
It really would.
poke fun at all this stuff. It would be perfect.
It
If you
would.
can't bring back the Tick, then that's
Well,
your
the Tick
second
is
best
coming back.
choice.
The live action Tick is coming back as
Yeah.
an Amazon
Oh, yeah, that's right.
show or something like that.
Yeah. But
which is great because it's
Yeah.
Michael Warburton coming back.
Patrick Warburton.
Who's Michael Warburton?
I don't know.
His cousin.
He's the flea.
Yo, Patrick, this is your cousin Martin.
Get a load of this spoon.
Martin Warburton? Listen to this.
Peter.
Peter.
I don't know. I think Krunk's aside from the Tick, Krunk is like one of my favorite characters he's done. Well, and
Krunk, the infraggable Krunk, or the...
Krunk, really? You're going to go with Powerpuff Girls?
Not Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory.
They were the super...
the Justice Friends.
Justice Friends.
I thought that was...
With Val Hallen?
Val Allen.
Yeah, the Viking God of Rock.
Yeah.
What was the Captain America guy?
Major Glory.
Yeah, Major Glory. I love the superheroes from Dexter.
I wish it had its own show.
It would make a great
Powerpuff
spinoff.
Girls. I could have sworn that was Powerpuff Girls.
They showed up on Powerpuff Girls a couple times because
it
it
was
was
like
set in the same universe.
It was like a Justice League kind of thing. And
Justice Friends!
And the Powerpuff Girls were trying to join, but they said no
Yes.
because there were girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
remember that
the
episode.
human bullet.
Yeah, yeah.
The Tiki guy.
Oh yeah, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name, but White Tiger, and he was just a cat. He was just
He's a white tiger guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is funny because there's White Tiger, which is the same thing in Marvel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway,
Man, it's really a classic cartoon episode.
It
I
really-
love
it
the
really-
Justice
great.
Friends.
it
Yeah,
really
good
is.
stuff.
Anyway, no Darkwing Duck cartoon.
But a new comic.
A new comic.
That
yes.
that was actually confirmed
Yeah.
through Bleeding Cool.
The comic is real.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's the same team who worked on the one about a year ago.
It's been more than a year.
Has it?
It's been a couple years.
Okay. But Boom Studios is putting out a new Green Lantern, not Green Lantern, Darkwing Duck.
You can make it. You can do it. I have faith in you. You can get through that sentence.
And Boom Studios is putting out, the new Darkwing Duck comic like they did before.
It's not Boom Studios.
It's not. I thought it was.
Boom Studios had the original. The comic was canceled around the time Disney purchased Marvel. Marvel then did the reprints for it, and Marvel's going to be putting out the new book.
Oh, see, I thought it was Boom again.
No.
No, they
Nope.
wouldn't do a Disney book.
No,
Not
especially
when-
since they own their own comic company.
Yeah.
It's kind of, sort of the same thing that happened with Star Wars, only it took a little longer because those were long-standing series, and the Darkwing Duck comic only ran about 19 issues.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I am sorry, true believers.
It's okay.
It happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Happens to a lot of guys.
Wait.
We're getting really punchy in this episode.
Okay.
They're already talking about a second Deadpool movie.
Why not?
Yeah, with Cable in it.
Sure.
You know it's going to be successful.
Yeah.
Everyone who's not crabbing that it's not PG-13 is super excited about
Do
it.
people want it
There
to
is
be PG-13?
there is
a
a petition online to make it PG-13 so children can go see it.
But he's not for children.
Parents don't know that.
That's like saying, well, why isn't there a kid's version of this porno? Like, it's not for kids. So why would you make it for kids? It doesn't make sense.
Are the actors in that particular film, are they wearing masks? Well, in that case, parents don't know the difference.
Oh, it's another one of those things where, superhero movies are for kids, so this has to be for kids.
Yeah.
Just
Something
like all video games are children's toys. It's
Something
the same
similar happened
argument.
around the time as Watchmen, because Watchmen is a comic book movie, and it was rated R, and a lot of people got up in arms.
Again, it's people who never actually read the comic.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
people need to open their minds up a little bit.
And open a book.
Yeah.
Take a look. It's in a book. You watch Deadpool get impaled all the time.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. It's the backseat parenting. It's like, instead of taking the time to
And research
what would and would not be good for your kids when it comes to media, instead they just want everything to automatically be.
I just want to throw my kids in front of a movie so they'll shut up for 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
that's not good parenting.
Yeah. So
that creates the cable man.
pretty
or
much
the cable guy.
Yeah. The cableman.
Larry the Cableman.
If you could pass that sleeveless vest onto someone else, it'll take on the burden.
Yes. It's like the Santa Claus, but for Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm bringing the joke back.
Yes.
Bringing it back. Anyway, they're talking about they're in talks right now of possibly having Cable in a possible Deadpool sequel,
Which is great because the Cable and Deadpool comic line was probably one of the best.
It really was. That,
Outside of his first Deadpool's first solo run by Joe Kelly, the Cable and Deadpool was really, really good.
Yeah,
And it's all on the Marvel Infinity app, so you can read it for like $10 a month or something.
Yeah, I mean that stuff's really cool. Well, also the Deadpool versus whatever was also really good. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Deadpool kills Deadpool.
That got a little old after a while.
I mean, there's only so many people Deadpool can kill. But or be killed by. Well, sort of killed by.
Mm-hmm.
But they're talking. Well, the jokes kind of run around that maybe John Hamm could be Cable, which would be interesting.
It would be perfect. He looks like him.
He does look like Cable.
I think he would get the joke if you got super serious, like overly confident, super serious John Hamm as Cable with Ryan Reynolds jumping around being Ryan Reynolds,
being Deadpool.
Yeah. No, at this point it's just Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds.
Oh man, I can't. You know what? Valentine's Day weekend can't get here fast enough for me. So anyway, Deadpool gonna be good. Don't take kids.
Yeah, don't take your kids.
Take your kids.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Deadpool's coming to town.
And he's killing everybody.
But that's not all. There's 2 mutants.
It's just called 2 mutants. Okay. All right. This has been Nerd Overload. Thank you for tuning in. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
You can also find us at Facebook at facebook.com/Nerd Overload website.
You can email us with any questions, comments, concerns.
And you're going to have questions after this episode. I just have a feeling.
Anti-government manifestos.
Did we get one of those?
No, we didn't get one.
Aww.
But if you have one, I'd love to read it.
Ship it to Oregon.
Whoa, it's a little political.
Whoa.
You can tweet at us at nerd_overload.
All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be back next week.
Peace out.